Alrighty, fellas, good morning, PokeMMO community. We have a beautiful day ahead of us, dude. It is the final day of the Xmas event. If you want to see the craziness, the hecticness of the market, what's going to happen, I'm curious to see. Make sure to turn in your swarm Pokemon, your presents, all that stuff. It's going to stop. They're going to stop spawning here. I believe you can turn in lost presents after the event is over, so you have a little bit of leeway there. But there's just kind of not really a reason to wait, because let's say if you're stuck on 3 lost presents and the event ends, you can't really get any more. I believe those stop spawning, so you're just stuck on 3 anyway. It's only really for people who like can't log into, they're at work or whatever, right? They have a little bit extra time. But turning in your lost presents, your swarm Pokemon, everything you can today, definitely ideal. Do it as soon as you can. Watching the stream recap a little bit too late, I'm so sorry, but let's go ahead and jump into our daily PokeMMO stuff. Actually, before we do that, someone brought up Xanarchy brought up the idea, and I just couldn't agree with him more. Leaderboards. We've talked about it. Yes, I know, night and day, the idea of more leaderboards in PokeMMO, total encounters, shinies caught, shinies seen, maybe XP gained, levels gained, all sorts of leaderboards could be possible for PokeMMO, and I feel like it would give the game so much more depth and so much more competition in a healthy way. But even like Xanarchy brought up like the idea of just leaderboards for the events. Even if we got like a beta test, they love beta testing mechanics during events, like raids. Raids have been beta tested during events, right, for a long time, but for like 2 years, I guess. But I love the idea of like who caught the most Staryus, right? Who found the most Staryus around the world? Who farmed the most swarm Pokemon? Who did the most raid refights or some shit, right? Who did the fastest raids? Who, raids? Imagine if there was a leaderboard next to each raid den where you could see who like speed running raids, who like did the fastest raid. I feel like people would like super be interested in redoing raids to try to get that fastest time. That's like, there's so many extra elements of content. The game, I think I've always said, the game is good. The sandbox elements of PokeMMO are so good. The content is good. We need more reasons and we need more motivations to actually grind. I think leaderboards are just one of the best things to reward players who grind, reward players who go above and beyond and do those achievements, which is exactly why we have segments like the community showcase here on this show, on this stream. I did the boomer thing of calling a YouTube video a show. Anyways, let's first jump into the catch events, upcoming catch events in PokeMMO. We do have a few specific ones. Oh, I forgot to, one sec. We do it live. I forgot to highlight this, so my apologies. Heck it, we do it live. Here you go. Don't worry. First things first, we only have, I believe, 1 or 2 catch events scheduled right now, but we do actually have some Chinese catch events, and that really matters not only for Chinese players, but any third shift workers, graveyard shift workers, and Australian players, anybody who works or lives in an off schedule. These events could be really good for you. But these are the Western world, the like US time zone kind of centric catch events. Firstly, we have the Ghastly catch event on Thursday, the 8th of January 2026 let me qualify. If you're in my time zone, it's actually on the 7th of Wednesday. So this is actually tonight. This is tonight at 7 p.m. I believe right when the event ends. So if this catch event starts when the event ends, I will not be doing this. I'm sure a lot of people are actually going to be skipping this to kind of get a break, right? So if you want to go do this event as have a higher chance of winning, so I bet you a lot of people are taking a break during this catch event, you might have a better, less competition equals higher chance of winning, right? So we've got this on tonight, potentially 7 p.m. at the Pokemon Tower, the Lavender Tower. Ghastly +2, Haunter 0, Zubat -3, and there is a shiny Ghastly or Gengar up for grabs and 1,000 RP. Next up, we have a Corefish catch event coming up on the 9th of January, this Friday at 11 a.m. ET at Petalburg City in Hoenn. If it's in Petalburg City, you're probably fishing for this. I don't know if it's single. I believe it's fishing if it's Corefish, but let's double check really quick. Let's go Corefish. Wild locations, Petalburg City. Yep, good rod, common, super rod, very common. So this is going to be a fishing catch event. Keep that in mind. Corefish, Marl, and Surskit are all catchable. Nature bonuses +5 for Adamant. Timid is -5. This is the first time I'm seeing this event. And there is a non-shiny. That is a little weird to see, to be honest with you. I would expect a mon like Corefish to have a shiny prize, but you know what? It is what it is. Crawdon is a relevant raid Pokemon and relevant PvP Pokemon. Let's go check actually how Crawdon is doing. Sometimes it pops up in OU, I believe. Ever since it got access to adaptability as its hidden ability, it has gotten a strong buff. and is a lot more viable in OU PvP. So it's Life Orb, Adamant. It's at a 4.87% usage. Pretty rough win rate for almost 48%. Not a great win rate, but decent usage for the OU tier for like what used to be an untiered, like unusable below NU tier Pokemon essentially. We also have 1,000. If you don't care about the Corphish, the Chrono, you also have 1,000 RP up for grabs, but it could be used as a PVM or PvP Pokemon. Next up, we do have Chinese catch events. Just means they're in the Chinese time zone. That's it. Don't be, don't dig too much into it, I guess. It's just a different time zone. That's all it is. These are hard to find though on the forums for a lot of people, and you do have to Google translate them. So I put a little bit of effort into showing these to you guys to hopefully get some more catch events known. Anybody can go do these catch events, but I'm assuming these staff members are going to be mostly speaking Mandarin, so keep that in mind, as well as it really matters for like Australian players, like the time zones a lot better. You will have to convert your own time zones. My apologies, I have not converted them. You will have to, I think they're like 4 a.m. or 2 a.m. my time, and that means the date might be wrong. So this says Friday the 9th of January at 1600 Beijing time. This might be the 8th of January for you. Please make sure to convert your time zones and double check if these are catch events you do plan to go to. I think it's around 4 a.m. for me. This might be a January 8th event, but I'm not totally sure if I'm going to have to double check. But this is a Caterpie catch event at Kanto Route 24. You have 1 hour to catch Caterpillar. It's a really simple event. Caterpillars, as many Caterpillars as possible. You message a staff member. You can win a shiny Caterpillar. Sorry, excuse me. A shiny Caterpillar, 3x31 and 3x28. So a nice shiny Pokemon up for grabs. And then as well as a Diglett. Look, the art here is cool. A Diglett catch event on January 10th, potentially 9th at Saturday, potentially Friday, 1600 Beijing time. Johto area Route 48. So Route 48 in Johto, you have 1 hour to catch the Groundhog. 1 hour to catch Diglets. Yeah, it's rough translations. Bear with me here. 1 hour to catch Diglets as much as possible. If you're an Ironman account, if you're an Australian player, a graveyard shift worker, these events matter, man. They really, and they're just getting more. There's so many events in Pokemon every week. It's crazy that we just sleep on these, Look at okay, Glittering Gopher. That's the best translation I've seen, dude. Go win yourself, guys. Go win yourself a Glittering Gopher and 500 RP. They do split up the RP rewards more evenly over in Chinese catch events. Next up, I just wanted to shout out Bearminator, who is a head game master of the game. He sent out 30-day donor status recently for the driest shiny hunters, I believe from like August, ever since the Encounter Counter update until the end of the year in 2025. He sent out 30-day donor statuses to the driest shunners in the entire game. So really cool of him to just give an extra above and beyond reward. He didn't have to do that. He was just trying to give back to the community, and shout out to the shunners who put in the effort and kept grinding and stayed even though they were dry. They kept going, right? So really cool of him. Next up, I've never seen this. Speaking of the Chinese community, and I always try to tell people don't realize like how big the Chinese community is. Huge in Pokemon, and they just work really hard. They just fucking grind. They're just gamers. It's really that simple. They're just gamers, okay? I always guesstimate, and these are not numbers, not statistics. Please do not quote these as like data, right? I always guesstimate that about like 50% of the game is Chinese speaking, and then maybe like 40%, let's say 40% is Chinese speaking, 30% is Spanish speaking, and then 20% is English speaking, and then 10 is like, everything else. Not to, lazily lump it together, but it is what it is, right? The English speaking community is but a small part of PokeMMO, and it's really good perspective. So when the game feels slow for us, or we notice things, there are so many other communities and cultures and people out there playing this game that we don't always see in our day-to-day life and our day-to-day experience. And it's why I always say PokeMMO is much bigger than people realize, because it's just a very international game. This game is very like widespread across the world, and it's very like a little bit here, a little bit there, and we have to just keep that the perspective is good. And what's crazy here is I've never seen this. I've never seen a forum post reach maximum number of replies. I didn't know this was possible, but this happened on the daily check-in forum post over in the Chinese general discussion on the forums, which this is basically like, for them, it's like their daily logins. They come and check the forums, and they like leave a little message, and they get like a few Pokeballs. It's like a very small thing, but I think it's community held. It's not like it's not like the game. Like PokeMMO is like giving them an unfair advantage. I'm pretty sure it's just like the community members like put it together, But I've never seen this. I've never seen. It's just crazy. It shows the popularity, the activity, and just the dedication, the daily logging in. They had to create a part 2 because this one got full. I've never seen that, man. It's really fucking impressive. They're just fucking dedicated, man. They just play the game, have fun, put in the hours, and achieve things. It's just really fucking cool to see. And I love competing. I love that. That's why it was a big deal when a Western World team won the PokeMMO official Shiny War. That was a big deal. We were the underdog. That was a big deal. That was a cool moment, man. And hopefully we can see that again in 2026. But I love the hopefully healthy and hopefully kind, like, regional kind of battles in PokeMMO. It's PokeMMO. Have a fun time with it. Don't be weird, you know. It's one of those things. I think it's a cool thing to see. So I love seeing English players try to pop off and try to hold their own against there's a whole world out there of dedicated players, and we got to try to stand up, you know. We got to try to live up to that and be just as good as they are. That's the big reminder, right? Now, speaking of the game, not to like glaze the game too much, but speaking of, because we are having problems, right? But like, speaking of the game being bigger than people realize, I got a fucking queue this morning. I haven't, what is happening? I got a random queue, a login queue this morning at 9 a.m. What? On the, and there was an alpha spawn, but it was an alpha Magnemite. It wasn't like it was like that might be one of the worst spawn, like, they're not worth that much, right? I mean, I'm just crazy, but like, maybe I'm crazy. But I was like, what the hell? Yeah, an alpha Magnemite is 10k. It wasn't some like it wasn't an alpha Ditto spawn. That happens, right? Alpha Ditto spawns. Okay, we hit server queue. Everybody in their NAN logging on the alt account, right? Thank you, Danny, for the subs, man. That's crazy. But a login queue at 9 a.m. on the final day of the event, like, I thought people were like chilling. I was really impressed by this. I was really impressed. Anyways, moving on, we have our achievement showcase, our community showcase. Howdy, what's up, Glitched? How you doing? Howdy. This player, Dragon Lord, a newer player to PokeMMO, got themselves their first ever 5x31 breed. Congratulations to them. That's a really cool feeling, a really big feeling. They were able to work their Pokeyen up from reruns, as well as, dude, I always keep saying, the benefit of the market being not great right now, in my opinion, you know, put it nicely, the benefit is that it's cheaper to build Pokemon than ever. If you're a newer player and you've ever wanted to build Pokemon, build PvMmons, build PvP, build raid Pokemon, build utility Pokemon, it has never been cheaper to breed up 5x31s, 4x31s, 2x31s in natures. It has never been cheaper to make Pokemon. You could Staryu prices are so cheap that you could probably go breed a 6x31 Starmie, or let's say 5x31 with nature for like 200k. It's unbelievable. Maybe you know, more than that, but like, let's see what you can just buy one. You can just buy, it's not natured, to be fair. You can literally buy a 5x31 Staryu for 200k. That's crazy to me. This used to be like the base price to create these. So it costs usually to make a 6x31 mon. I think is it 16 breeders? It costs like 160k in just braces to make this, I believe. I could be a little bit off, but I think it's about right. I think it literally costs 16 braces or 16 breeds. Isn't it more than that? Wait, isn't it? If it's 16 breeds times 20k per breed, because double braces, doesn't this cost like 320,000 Pokeyen to make just off braces? It's cheaper than brace price. That's what I've been trying to tell people, is like, Pokemon are cheaper than the brace price, which is like the equivalent of a rune sword in old school RuneScape being cheaper than the high alchemy price. Like that, I'm not proud of that economy, but you could at least take advantage of it as a player, right? There are ways to take advantage of it. So that's, gotta shout that out. So congrats to this guy, though. Congrats to Dragon Lord for making Alar Vesta. It's not sustainable. I couldn't agree more. I hope we see alpha nerfs. But anyway, another new player having some success in PokeMMO. Unity Merchant started playing in September. It's also like, it's funny to say newer player. This guy has 700 hours, and that's just like, that's the true PokeMMO experience. This guy has 700 hours, and he still considers himself like a newer player. And so like, so would I, like, which is kind of fucked up. Like, it's not fair, but like, it's a long game. It's a long game, you know? A lot of hours, a lot to do. 700 hours, very talented gamer. Started playing in September, found himself an Alpha Articuno, got, I assume, all regions done, complete Pokedex, it looks like, and then all raids done. If you started playing in September and you got all raids done, that's really impressive to me, man. Congratulations. Really fucking impressive, dude. Yeah, of course, absolutely, doctor. Next up, I love custom game modes. I love players creating their own content. I love this from Iron Beggy, who's been working on a group region lock. If you don't know, this project is so cool in my opinion. He unlocked the Pudgy Penguin on it. Congratulations to him, dude. A group, so okay, first things first, a group Iron Man. A group Iron Man, that's probably fair, Alpha. A group Iron Man is a group of usually 4 to 5 players that are Iron Men. They're not allowed to trade or use the GTL, but they can trade with each other, within the group, right? Which makes it a little bit easier, but also a lot more social, and also allows you to divvy up tasks a lot more. Like, so the region lock group Iron Man is even cooler because people who are in specific regions are the only people who can farm specific things. If you're in Unova, you know, you can go farm Everstones, but you may not be able to do that in other regions. If you're in Sinnoh, you can farm fossils. If you're in Kanto, you really get to utilize all of the positives and like the differences between each region. If you're in Kanto, you got to go farm all the amulet coins. Good luck. Like, you know, things like that. Like, I think it's crazy. I think it's really, really cool. It's a really cool project. Shout out to Iron Beggy and anybody else involved in his team. I'm assuming it's 5 players, 1 in each region. Get your friends together, man, and do stuff like this. It's what PokeMMO is all about, in my opinion. Thank you, Crowded, for the sub, dude. Thank you. Next up, this player, God Pegasus from Team Optic, who is one of the best shiny hunting teams in PokeMMO, got himself 3 shinies in one day. This is, it's crazy. Like, you just cannot, I can't be hype enough for this. I can't give it the credit because this is so fucking amazing. It's not even 3 shinies in one day. It's 3 shinies in 5 hours, I believe. I think it's from 14, yeah, from 14 to 19. It's literally 3 shinies in 5 hours. All fantastic shuns. Congrats on the call. I love Coughing, Dino. I'm less of a fan of Minchino, but it's still a great shun. You know, more, if each their own, more power to you. I'm salty because I need a Trubbish still. I'm looking for that Trubbish still. But 3 shinies in one day is like a peak PokeMMO shiny hunting career moment. It's so sick, dude. So congrats to this guy. Congrats to Pegasus and Team Optic. Really cool shinies, man. That is our news, our daily news, our intro, our stream recap intro for the day. If you like today's stream recap, make sure to like the video. Maybe check it out live on Twitch Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. Subscribe, follow me on Twitch, all that jazz. I will see you guys with hopefully some more content soon with any good questions in chat. Thanks for watching. Let's jump into it. All right, I do have a little bit of a schedule adjustment that I don't normally do. There's almost a 90% chance I won't be live this Thursday. I think I'm going to go ahead and take, which is tomorrow, I'm going to take that time off. It's been a long event. I streamed a lot of weekends, which I normally don't do, a lot of extra days. I had a lot of fun. You know, that's why I did it, right? But I'm going to be taking probably Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Not off, but just not streaming. I want to work more on video content. I want to work more on guides and kind of get back to that evergreen, you know, that long-term stuff that people can watch. I've been doing a lot of daily stuff, stream recaps, streams, and it's fun. I love that stuff, but it's got to be a mix. I've got to put out the guides. I got to put out the long-term resources, the entertaining stuff. You got to figure out how, you know, I gotta hopefully reach everybody's needs and everybody's wants. That's the goal as a halfway decent, you know, creator. So I'm gonna try my best. We're gonna take some out to focus more on guides, and I don't want to spoil too much, but there is a new Pokemon fan-made game that came out that is it's so good. I'm releasing the video on the 9th, I think, so the day after the event. Yeah, the 9th. Yeah, January 9th. Dude, this game blew me away. It's so good. If you want to break from Pokemon after the event, definitely check it out. I think everybody should try it. It's a fucking great game. I don't want to spoil too much. I'll see you guys with that. Let's go ahead and jump in. I just focus on and play Pokemon today. Is that a Shalfa? Wait. Is this a Shalfa Electrode from the event? I was want to whisper this person. Also, they have the Christmas camo. Yo, is that a Shalfa Electrode from the event? Or just Flexin King? I hope that this is someone who like pulled it. It's definitely a Shalfa Electrode. I just don't know if he got it from like a random, like a swarm, like a big present, right? I'm so interested. It's a great question. 2x31s. Should you trade them or keep them, or like trade them in for Mysterious Balls or keep them? I think if you're a main account, keep them and sell them on the GTL. I think it's probably more, you know, because you have to calculate as like your average Swarmon's going to be worth 1/3 of a Mysterious Ball. So like, let's see, even like on the high end, right? Let's say you get a Mysterious Ultra, you take 57k, divide that by 3. That's pretty lucky though. It's not going to happen, right? But like, 19k. Your average 2 times 31, the economy is weird. Your average, it should be worth more than this, but then if you get a Pokeball, it's only like 3k, right? So that's the best way to count it. As a main account, I would keep and sell 2 times. I think it's more consistent. Keep and sell 2 times 31s. Iron Man account, I've been trading them in. It's a weird, I think the limited time mysterious balls are worth more. I can always get breeders on the road, and I've gotten so many breeders from this event and all that stuff. As an Iron Man account, I've been trading in 2 times 31s. That feels weird, and I didn't do that for Halloween, I don't think, but I think it's right for this event. Great question. Raids will not be in, at least these 13 raids. All of these 13 raids leave in 5 hours. That is one of the toughest part about raids, that they're limited time. Glaceon, Raichu, all these guys, Jirachi, these all leave in 5 hours. What's it called? Cresselia stays, like all the permanent ones stay. So like Cresselia, Heatran, Meloetta, those all stay. All the permanent ones stick around, right? But all these temporary ones tied to the event. Alpha Articuno, that's a Alpha Articuno, man. It's gone in 5 hours. Your last chance to go get it if you want to. Pudgy Penguin Fear is starting. Oh shit, is it actually? I love that sentence. The Pudgy Penguin Fear situation is insane. How am I able to mistype this so many times? Up 34% over the past week, up 17% over the past 24 hours. Up to 310,000. People do not want to be left without a Pudgy Penguin before the event ends. I mean, it's a cute, I get it, it's a cute vanity, but the odds are the supply that's in the game now is probably going to be the same supply, you know? It wouldn't surprise me this is one of those vanities that kind of goes down a bit after the event is over and then slowly inclines over a long period of time. But we'll see. It's a cute vanity. It's a cool one. There's only 57 on the... Only 57 in stock, to be fair. That is a pretty small... A lot of them might have just kept the ones that they farmed. You know? You only get, what, 1 Pudgy Penguin per account? The problem is, like... I'm always shocked at how cheap, like the Froggy, like... Kind of shocked at how cheap some of these vanities are. You get 1 of these per account. There's 21 on the GTL. Like, bro, Froggy, what are you doing? Kind of underrated, IMO. Dude, I've been saying it once, I'll say it again. And someone in chat brought it up. Personally love the Xmas randoms. I thought that was fun. I think that the holiday randoms are one of the best updates we've seen in Pokemon in the past 5 years. Adding a new way for PvPers to make Pokeyen and play an event in the way that they enjoy is fucking awesome. Also, it helps other people who maybe aren't into PvP dip their toes in and try to get into PvP. It supplies the team. It's a unique way to play PvP with, like, you know, little cup rotationals. Like, it's fresh, it's interesting, it's effective, it's pragmatic. You can make really good Pokeyen. It rewards skill, it rewards players of different varieties, it allows players to test it and new players to jump into it without any, like, cost. It's just so good. Like, I truly think the holiday randoms are one of the best updates in the past 5 years. Whether it's your cup of tea or not, I think it's an incredibly well designed and well developed update. So this is actually a good question. I like this question. Do you think I should sell Staryus now or wait until after the event? The answer is just kind of depressing. I don't think Staryus are going to recover for like months, maybe even a year or longer. Staryu prices are in the absolute gutter, which as someone who needs to build a good Staryu, hell yeah, go for it. You know, yeah, the perfect timing for that, right? But in terms of like selling Staryus for profit, you could wait 8 months. And maybe they'll flutter back, but they're going to be tanked for a while, man. There's not going to be much of a difference, in my opinion, between selling them now or after the event. That's my... I could be wrong. I could be so wrong, you know? I could be dead wrong, but that's my current presumption. Dude, how is the Pudgy panic actually working? Someone said Pudgy just keeps going up. How do I mistype it every time? Pudgy Penguin, up 50% in the past 7 days. I could be wrong. I think it'll drop a little bit after the event. I do think that these vanities are really cute and cool, and people love to collect the little guy on heads, you know, don't be wrong, like the Froggy, right? But like, I would bank on this dropping a little bit after the event and then pick them up then. I would pick them up. It's a great vanity. That's my little baby financial call. Please don't follow that and then be mad if it doesn't work. I could be totally wrong. But alrighty, fellas, that is going to be it for me. I hope you guys had a fun Christmas event season within PokeMMO. If you enjoyed the content, enjoyed all the videos throughout the event season, like this video, dislike if not, subscribe for daily Pokemon videos. I do upload every single day. Follow me on Twitch for streams, usually Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. I will be off tomorrow, making some hopefully cool videos in the background. Discord's down below, and if you want to go above and beyond and support my content, allow me to do stuff like this and put so much time into this game and my content and guides around the event seasons, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and PayPal and Venmo donations really do make the difference. Thank you guys for all of that. Have a great day. Enjoy PokeMMO, and I will see you guys later. But for now, peace, Reno. Yo, what's up? Outro Patrouski here. I wanted to take this second to say thank you so much for watching the entire video. It is thanks to people like you I'm able to make the content that I do, as well as everybody whose name is listed here. That's it for me. Have a fantastic day.